you're almost there. Remember, health and wellness, and this is part of our tip of the day, is just your entire life, having it encompass. We're trying to get that physical part going. One part always helps the other, so that's why when you exercise, mentally you feel better. You can learn more because your brain's a little more open and you're more awake and not exhausted in the middle of the day, so you're going to take in a little more. But we're going to talk about the 5 components of physical well-being. Number 1 is our physical, of course. So that's what we're working on with our workouts, being active every day. It's also eating right, making sure you're feeding your body with the right foods and sleeping well. So physical is 1. Then we have emotional. Emotional is staying positive. So if you go around grumpy all day, then it's not going to be very beneficial to everything else going on in your life. It's going to affect everything. So, and also exercise helps keep your mood happy. It brings up those good endorphins. So emotional is number 2. Spiritual is number 3. So making sure you have a good grasp of your spiritual well-being, which is whether you read the Bible or whether you meditate and you focus on the meaning of your life. What is the meaning of life? We all have a purpose. Regardless of what you believe, we have a purpose in life. So finding that is very important in your well-being. And number 4, social. Making sure you have positive relationships with the people around you. Make sure you have good friends that are supportive, that don't bring you down, and just having those healthy relationships.
That work out with you.
Yes, workout partners, people like that in your life is very important for your well-being. And then our last, number 5, but not least, is intellectual. And intellectual is very important because you always want to stay up with current affairs. I'm one who does not like to watch the news very often and just a lot of negativity in there. But I also don't want to be uninformed of what's going on and shut myself out. Sometimes I have a tendency to do that where I don't even want to know what's going on. But you have to know what's going on too. There's a hurricane going on, and my sister had to show me a picture because she's in North Carolina. And this has already passed because we've already made this video. But anyways, I had no idea. Because I'm like, what? What hurricane? She's like, you didn't see the news? No. But, so I have a tendency to do that. But it's always important to learn, too. So part of intellectual is learning something every day. So reading books, studying about what you're doing, what your career is. But learning is an important part of growing, so we want to be open to that. So, recap. We have physical, emotional, spiritual, social, and intellectual. So all of those is what you want to focus on to have total wellness in your life. And remember, they all affect one another, so don't disregard one. So try to focus on that on a daily basis, and you'll just be an all-around good, healthy person.
There you go. Yeah, something better.
All right, with that said, we're going to go into our physical part. We're going to work full body today. We hope you enjoyed the yoga workout, getting you ready for this full body Friday that we're doing Friday. All right, so we have a lot of compound moves we're going to do, and each compound movement we're going to do for 45 seconds, 3 times. Then we move to number 2. So we're trying to get everything in there. So I think we got it all.
We're going to be on fire.
All right, so start warming up. Take those arms in and out. Loosen up those shoulders. We got to make sure everything's warm and ready to go. So let's take a deep breath. Take the arm over and bring it down. Switch over. Switch. Good. Nice and limber. And we can enjoy your weekend off. Trying to get that active recovery in there. Play around with your kids, take a walk, take a bike ride, go shopping. Yeah, go shopping. That's walking, so that's good. All right, and then rotate, twist. Keep that range of motion on each side. Alright, now let's turn those toes out. We're going to a little plie squat, getting those knees to pull out. Try to touch the floor. If you can't, no worries. Go as far as you can. And then we're going to reach up, stretch to the ceiling, and then come back down. gonna drop those hips. So you know time flies very fast. So hopefully you stuck with us for these 20 workouts.
I just think there's like 10 left.
Yes. And we're just trying to, like I said, establish a good, healthy routine in your life to add that physical component. All right, let's take it over to the side. Little inner thigh stretch, but it just takes consistent effort, little pieces at a time. Switch. It's not a lot of time. Half hour is not a lot of your day.
You got this.
It's
You
amazing.
probably play a game on your phone while we're doing that.
That's true.
I do, I know.
Yeah. It's a bad habit.
I know. It's my guilty pleasure. That's what I tell myself.
But you think about all the time we spend on social media and how many minutes that is a day, and you could just do this instead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it'll suck you in. It's crazy. But don't miss our videos, those are on social media.
That's right, don't give up our videos.
Right, just put it down and watch us and do it with us. That's the healthy stuff. It's always good to everything, right?
Yes.
All right, are you ready to go?
Ooh, I hope so.
Good. All right, so we're gonna do a forward lunge in combination with a row. Then we're gonna do a back lunge and a bicep curl. So it's gonna look like this. We're gonna lunge forward. You're gonna slight hinge forward with the back. Give me a row. And then bring your feet back together. It helps with your balance. Lunge back, chest up on this one, and give me a bicep curl. And then we're going to switch legs. So do the same thing on the other side. Row, step together, get your balance, step back, bicep curl. Okay? So we're going to do 3 sets of 45 seconds on this. So you go do as big range of motion as you can. Remember, we're going to get everything. Are you ready?
Ready?
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
All right. Here we go. Lunge forward, row, back, bicep. Remember, lunges take balance. Whoops. So,
I did the same side. I'll do 12
we'll get it going. So remember to alternate legs. So you go front back with one.
I have to
Then
make
you have
it.
the other leg.
Gotta make it even.
Yes. Gary's not going to be able to sleep tonight.
I know,
Not
not
you.
even.
Alright, 15-second break. So we're going to do that. That was one round. We have 2 more rounds, that same thing. So this workout's a little less confusing because you get 3 chances.
3 chances.
To get into the groove of these. All in a row, no changing on me. Alright, lunge forward, row, lunge back, bicep curl. Other side, row, back, bicep. Good. Get a little abs in here too. Because it takes abs for balance. That's another reason why core is so important. And in order to stick to a routine, you always got to think about what your motivation is. What is your, not just your short-term goals, of looking better or losing weight, but what's your long-term goals? Why do you want to do this? You know, the benefits, I mean, there's a huge long list of benefits for exercise, but my ultimate goal is to just always be able to take care of myself. Yes.
Be moving when I'm 90.
Right, and I want people to look at me and be like, oh my gosh, she's 104?
Yeah. That's great.
Right. So, I just want to be able to take care of myself. So, that requires balance. You know, like we talked about the 5 components of wellness. You don't want to overdo it in any area or neglect any area. So,
Looks like that.
I guess it's nap time.
I'm fine with that.
It's Friday. It's fun Friday out.
It is fun, flex
Fun
Friday.
Friday.
Flex, full body.
Yep. So we're gonna have elbows narrow in. So we're gonna squat, press overhead, and then bring it down, out, and back in version of squat. So start here, narrow, press up, bring the elbows out to a shoulder breath, bring it back in, back down to your squat. So the elbows are gonna come in and out. Use your legs to help power that weight up. Otherwise, the shoulders are gonna get real tired very quickly. Use that power. That's why they're called thrusters. Oh no, thrust it up. 10 seconds. Definitely gonna have to put the weights down in the middle of this. And then 2 come up. 1 down. So we got 2 more of those to go. Woo! Sweat starting. Woo. Burning and yearning. Skid, skid. Here we go. Up. Wide shoulder. Got it, got it. We got this. Don't settle. Don't never give in. We got our motivational shirts on for you today. I hope you appreciate that. Keep it going. We needed about 10 workouts in. You guys got this. And we're on the final stretch of these 30 days. 10 more seconds. Push. Woo. Got it. Woo. Put it down. All right, we got 1 more of those. So we got 6 combo moves. I don't know if I told you, but we're on number 2. Number 2. You gotta get mentally prepared. Gotta drive those hips back. Power up. Woo, 20 seconds. You got it. Push. My shoulders are a little bit on fire. A little bit. You guys can curse at us if you want. Well, actually, don't curse. Just say you're struggling. Right, that's not good for. No, it's not good for spiritual or emotional. So yeah, positive. Positive. Tell us how much you love us. Okay. Now we got a push up. So we're going to start off in a push-up. Ready to go. Here we go. So 1 push-up, and then we're going to step in. And then we're going to stand up and do 2. 1 on each side of abductions. Back down. Push up. If you have ankle weights, you can always add those to this one. Ooh, we should have done that. Woo! We'll have to bring our weighted vests next. Yeah. Good for flexibility too, working on those hips. Alright, 1 of those now. 2 more to go. Got this. My heart rate is up. Yes, it should be. Woo! These might go up and down like burpees. Hopefully that's you. Ready? Okay, here we go. Go at your own pace, guys. If you're not with us, don't worry.
10 seconds.
Almost you could. Alright. Now we have to grab our dumbbells. We're going to deadlift to an upright row, then a hammer curl. So deadlift, we're going to do stiff legged deadlifts.
I like these, my favorite.
So push your hips back,
Flat back.
come up, elbows up, upright row, and then hammer curl. Flip the weights all the way to the parallel to the floor. So stiff legged deadlift. You're going to use your hamstrings and your glutes for those. It's a good stretch. Those hamstrings.
I love them.
Remember, use a weight that's challenging for you guys. If you're fine with these workouts and you're like, oh, that's nothing. Could be your weight. So, challenge yourself. Don't settle. Whew. Don't give in to the light weights.
Don't never give in to light weights. Although I am using lighter than normal because I'm modifying.
Yes, and that's okay if you need to. Your muscles are too sore.
You wouldn't want it if we were using 20-pound dumbbells, right?
But make sure you can do them with good form. That's the line. So you gotta find your strength where it is, and then push a little bit more. You want to get stronger. That's your goal.
And you can start off with a heavier one and go down if you must.
Right, but always try, you know. You never know.
Might surprise yourself.
Right, I've had so many people, I can't do that. And then they bust them out. Great form, fine. I'm like, really? Your mind's holding you back. Good. All right, one more of those.
I think that's my favorite one. This one. I like it.
This was a good one. This is a good one. Get a little bit of back, a little biceps.
But first one stings.
Here we go. Upright row. Hammer curl. Everybody wants those nice arms.
I do.
You look intimidating.
Who?
Us.
We do.
Yeah, women. If we have muscles, we're less likely to get robbed.
They'll be like, I'm not messing with her.
Right? I'll pick that one over there. Not going to be Nate.
Nope. You'll kill my own spiders.
Right?
Like my own spiders.
Alright, gotta practice on those. If all else fails, you just learn how to run fast. That's true. Alright, now we're going to go lighter on this one because we're going to jump. It's the side shoulder raise, tricep extension, and a split jump. Or you could do lunges with that.
I'll do lunges.
So side raise all the way up. And then we're going to do a tricep extension. Bring it back down, sorry. And then 2 lunges. Back up. All the way up. Tricep extension. Bring it all the way down. 2 lunges. When I do jump lunges, I try to alternate which leg comes in front first. Slight differences, but they make a difference. I tend to lead with one side more than the other, and that helps speed our imbalances, and we don't want to do that. We want to be even.
Gotta be even.
Gotta be even.
I have issues. Gotta be even.
Right, this year's been my focus on staying even, so, because you start to feel those. They add up. It's just like the straw that broke your camel's back, literally. Sarah and I both had little back issues this year.
We did.
Little back trouble.
Little back.
So, between chiropractor, massage, yoga, and then resting on, resting when you need it, and staying even. And then when you're working out, think about the muscles that you're targeting.
Yes.
You can easily waver away from what you're doing, and then other muscles come into play. That's when you get hurt. So, no mindless exercise. Think about what you're doing. Focus on a good rep every time. I like this one too. Yes. Whew. All right, was that 3? No.
No,
One more?
yeah. Bad.
One more, please.
That was my bad. No one else's.
Everybody yelling at us. One more.
Okay, right there. You do not count.
It's a good one.
It is a good one.
Good job, guys.
So I like Full Body Friday. I love these moves.
Yes.
They work more than one.
They're fun. 10 seconds. Alright, down with those.
Alright, now we're done.
We're on our last one now. You're gonna happy crab with a sit-up. So you're gonna start with your legs straight, flat on your back. So we're gonna do a full sit-up first. So we're gonna come all the way up. If you're modifying like there, you can keep your hips on the floor for your happy crab. And then come all the way down. Opposite hands and foot. Good, add one. Ooh. Almost there, guys. 10 seconds. Whew.
2 more rounds.
2 more.
You got this. You got this. You got this and you got this.
Okay. Put 16 in there. Oop. 18. Ready?
Ready?
Go. Good. Core strong, guys. Core strong. It's a good finisher. Oh, we got a finisher for you. We're not done yet.
Not done.
Just 2 minutes.
No rest though.
No. Finishers usually are all out.
All out.
You got it, guys. Nice job.
I really am feeling this in my abs.
Yes. Woo. All right, last one.
It's a good one.
Yes.
Would we give you anything that's not good?
No.
No.
That's why we do it with you, so we know.
Because we love it.
Yes. Hopefully this is gonna be good. Almost there, guys. Woo!
I'm on fire. Oh my goodness.
18 seconds. 10 seconds. Oh. Time, good. All right, we have a 2-minute finisher left. So, 8 15-second intervals. So we go right from one to the other.
Just using your own body weight.
Yes.
We're going to do pulses. Pulses. They can cause anxiety.
What's that?
Like pulses. They're hard. That's what
Oh.
I'm saying. Like, I was going to say they suck. Oh, they
You're
cause
worried.
it. I'm not worried. They're
Worried about this one.
I like them. But
The
challenging is what changes your body.
Once you start like craving challenges, you're there. I remember that. Okay. 15 seconds, we're gonna start with a narrow pulse in the squat. Abs pulled in, back extended, and then I'll lead you from there. So the first 4 are all upright, and then the next 4 are in a plank down on the mat. Okay? Ready?
Look it up.
Let's do it, guys. Let's finish our bodies off. Whew.
Told you, challenging. Think positive. This is going to change my body the way I want it to.
To get what you've never had, you gotta do what you've never done. Why? Only 15 seconds.
You can do it.
Got this.
It's shorter than the Tabata.
Whew. Alright, we're gonna do inner thigh. So, little pulse. Lift, lift, same leg. Ooh. So I want you to lead with the inside of the foot, taking it up. Switch. Pulse. Next one's just a basic plank hold. And we're going to lift my core, the right leg off the floor. Remember, hold a plank. If you're just starting out, just hold a basic plank. I'm going to lift my right leg up. There's modifying, modified plank.
Holding it for 30 seconds. She's going to switch.
Now, switch legs. Got this, guys. You got this. The next one's a killer. I'm going to try to be on my toes for it, but we'll see where it ends up. It's only 15 seconds. I can do it. 2, 1. All right, bend those elbows. Hold a low push up. 15 seconds.
I'm still on my knees too.
Woo. 5 seconds. Oh, take it down, Superman. Hold everything lifts on that stomach. We're flying.
We are
Home.
home. We're in the home stretch.
Yes.
5 seconds.
Because you're all Superman. And down. Nice job. Oh, and that completes our 20 workouts. We're going to sit back on the heels. Stretch. You guys are so awesome to stay with us. I'm so happy that you've been doing this. Share it with your friends. Don't be greedy.
Yes. Tell them about it.
Yeah. That's why we do these videos, because we're trying to help the health of our United States. I mean, you guys might be in like Australia watching this, and that's great too.
We're trying to help everybody. And people who say, hey, they don't have time, they can't afford a gym, we thought 30 days, we'll do this because we're so passionate about it and we want to help everybody.
Right, it doesn't take much, it's just some motivation, just helping you stay with it and staying motivated. And we've said this many times where there's going to be days that you don't feel like it. And does that mean to not exercise? No, it doesn't, because you know, we even have days where we don't feel like working out and exercising, but you know, we know it's good for us, and it just takes a little bit. Even if you have to do a little is better than nothing. It just keeps you in your routine.
And usually it's those days where after like 5 minutes, I'm like, all right, I'm back.
Yeah. So it's just getting up and going. You know that it's just getting there is the battle, half the battle. And then it just gets a little easier and more tolerable as you're going along. But move your body and listen to your body, do what it tells you it needs.
That's me, I'm hungry.
Yep. We're hungry now. But we're going to eat the right food to fuel our bodies back up. I did my meal prep today, or this week. So if I meal prep, I definitely eat a lot better, have everything packaged, ready to go. And it's less stress for me too. Like my week is very stressful with 3 kids and their all schedules are all over the place. If I have at least that laid out, it's one less thing that I have to worry about. So that's one thing I had read in one of my books I was reading was say to reduce your stress level, to create automations. And which whatever you can in your life, make things automated and make things run smoothly, do it. And it just will make your life a lot better. You know, I see so much stress lately with everything, so whatever you can control, at least do that. You know. All right, so that completes our
Day 20, Full Body Friday.
great job, guys. We will see
2
you
weeks left.
next week for upper body workout 21.